fitting a classic menswear tailored jacket. I'm going to give you some pointers on how to do a basic fitting on a menswear jacket. There are just a few things to remember. And first of all, as always, we want to check the overview. We want to think about what we're looking for and what our general idea is. So on first glance, my first impression is that it's not too bad. The overall look is good. The shoulders are a bit wide. It's a bit of a 30s gangster look. Sleeve length okay, a bit big here. So I think that we will not be able to work with this jacket. This construction is very complex. There's a lot of tailoring that goes into these shoulders, and so to move these shoulders in would be a very lengthy and expensive operation. To do a basic check on shoulder width, you can sort of put your hands on the outside of the gentleman's arms, and you can see that it's wide. So they should kind of be in line with the outside of the arms for a classic look. So they are a bit wide, and I think we will not work with this jacket. Okay, Monsieur Burlet, my husband Scott, let's try another one. Now, this is a considerably more lightweight linen, and let's just see what we've got here. This is a much slimmer look, and again, it's a little, well, the shoulders are better. You can see how when I touch his arms here, they're kind of in line. It's a little open in the neck here. General impression is, I think we can work with it. It's nice. I'm feeling that it's pulling a little bit over the hips. So let's see what we've got here. The first thing we want to do is take a look at the shoulders and get you turned around, and we'll take a look at the back. And we could close up that neck just a little bit by taking in right here in the center back. I'm just going to take a quarter on the double, note taker, and then a little bit here, I have a little bit of extra fabric here. Okay, turn towards the front again. Okay, so you can see how that's brought it a little closer to the neck here. We still have the right shoulder. And then as far as the overview, the main fit, we're going to take a look at the shoulder pad height. And the shoulder pads are about right. The sleeve length is good. The length is good. We've got a little bit of a fit issue here. Okay, let's turn around again. The main thing to remember is the best place to fit a man's jacket are these back panel seams. So you have to understand a little bit about the construction of a jacket to know this, but you've got this seam here, and you've got the same seam in the front, but in the front you've got the pocket to deal with. So if you're going to fit the jacket, this is the best place to fit it. And usually it has a fairly big seam allowance, so if you need to let it out a little bit, this is a good place to also let it out. So here I've taken just like 3/8 on the double here. Now when this goes all the way up into the armhole, what's going to happen is that the sleeve is going to be too big. But it's also easy to alter the sleeve right here. So I'm going to take the same amount out of the sleeve, because actually the sleeve is a little bit big too. So this is the easiest place to alter the jacket. So we've got here. All right, let's see the front again. So that's a nicer look right there, fitting here and here. Now, as far as this being a little snug around the hip, we could, first of all, let's check the position of the pockets. Scott, does the pocket position feel okay?
Sure.
Okay, very good. All right, let's see the back again. Now we have this panel seam here, and we have a center back seam. So we could let out here and here, and I'm going to just take my tape. I don't really want to chalk this jacket because it's the final fabric, but here we could let out. So I'm going to indicate, I'm going to let out as much as I can, maybe quarter on the double. And also in the center back from about here, I'm gonna let out here. So I only need to mark half because it's mirror image. However, note that if a person is asymmetrical, you may need to fit it asymmetrically. So I'm going to let out center back. I'm going to let out back panel. And let's see the front again. And then I think we'll have a lot nicer fit here. This is a difficult area to work with because you've got your pocket, and oftentimes you'll have a chest welt and welt pockets here, so this is not a good area to fit. Also, I'm gonna play with the line of this lapel just a little bit. I want this to come a little bit further down, a little more open. And one more thing in the back. Let's just put your arms forward and make sure you have plenty of movement there. All right, he's got plenty of movement. Yeah, I think we're fine. Okay, so this jacket, we've got the details taken care of. The sleeve length is good. Okay, let's try on the next one.